The silver and gold prices react to rate cut bets. People are almost like 90% sure that a rate cut is coming in September. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Gold's breaking a new all-time high, over $3,600. Silver is kind of eyeing off $42. It's all happening here. We'll talk about Bitcoin and crypto too. Lots of that talk as well. If you're watching the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But damn, man, if you're watching live on X or on YouTube, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, going out live on X and on YouTube right now. But in the first 1 minute of the show, roughly, we do the synchronized slurp. It's for the early birds. You catch the slurp. It's the slurp. Heard around the world. What am I talking about if you're new, just joining us right here? We do the synchronized slurp. It's where you have a tasty beverage in your hand. I have a tasty beverage in my hand. Non-fluoridated water, don't you know? We slurp them synchronously together. It is a bonding tool. The rule is you must do it audibly. Wherever you are, I don't care what you're doing. Do it right now with me. Slurp it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, good to see you. I'm Joe Main. Joe Main. It's two separate words. Joe Main, like main meal or Main Street. I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010. I've worked for 3 major gold and silver bullion dealers here in Australia. I've served thousands of customers. Now I do this show. I do live on Tuesday and Thursday, lots of other stuff that we do. I also have my Silver Investor Club, which I might tell you about just before we get into the day's things. And we've got lots of shout outs and everything to get to as well. The show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full service cryptocurrency brokerage. And I'm going to show you very quickly now, just while we wait for a few people to come in, because there are always stragglers. Let me just pop over here for a second. And obviously, I really want you to, can you please, head over to x.com/It's Joe Main. I have nearly 4,000 subscribers, 4,000 followers over there. So doing pretty great guns over there. Thank you, Elon. I appreciate your work, mate. Keeping free speech alive. Right there. I just need to update that. So people will start pouring in because it's very crypto focused, less silver and gold focused. I'd say more crypto focused over there on X. And of course, I'd really love for you, could you please, and I think you just want to, why would I say please? I'm giving you so much value over here and it's currently free to join. So this is my big plug for, and I'll leave it at that, for the Silver Investor Club. But while we're waiting for people to come in, this is the Silver Investor Club. We currently have nearly 100 members already. I only started this like last week or the week before. It's absolutely great guns. The notifications are going off tap. It's just everyone's talking amongst each other. People are posting things and people are replying, etc. It's the Silver Investor Club. It's a private club. Yes, private. Free for now for investors of silver, physical silver and related assets. We'll do stock talk and things like that as well. Now there's exclusive bullion deals. We already did one actually, and it was a great deal. The deal this week from Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange is even better than the last one. Price analysis, Q&A, live stream, private hangouts as well. Some couple of extra things that we're going to be adding to it. So I'll just quickly show you the community right here. Again, free to join. You can see here the Hangout number 2 and Silver Special is happening on Friday morning, 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. And everyone who comes in, they put their little welcome thing. We've got 100 and something comments here. Lots of stuff. I did now out of interest, the last Friday's Silver Special from Perth Bullion Exchange is still available. Okay, so if you join the club for free, you can go to the second pinned comment and you can watch back the live stream, the private live stream we did over Zoom. And we had a lot of people joining for the first one. It was amazing. And also you've got this link here, which takes you to the private, and you need to use this password right here, the private link to the special. It was actually I'll give you a heads up. It was the Star Wars 2024 Beskar 1 ounce silver bar. However, the discount on it was ridiculous. Okay, so basically Ricky at Perth Bullion Exchange decided, you know what, they've been sitting here for a while. I'm going to get rid of them at cost price. So not at spot price, okay, but something like that might be coming soon. So he literally took his entire profit margin off them because he wants to get rid of them because he needs turnaround. Okay, so he offered them only to, they're not listed on the website, they're only for private members. So if you join for free, you can have access to that. Just add 1 or 2 to your shopping cart, because they're still around about your regular bullion prices, okay? But the premium was like ridiculously expensive. So he's dropped it back, doing it for cost price. Okay, so that's still available right now. So head over. You really want to be a member. And what I'm going to be introducing, again, just while we have people coming in, you've got the spot talk section right here. You've got the stock talk section right here. You've got specials and streams. You've got show and tell. So people are posting. Mark Wyatt, what a legend on this, on Mark. Good on you, Mark. He's been posting stuff left, right, and center, posting stuff that he recently purchased. People are commenting underneath. It's just such a great community, a great family. Here's what I'm going to be doing. You've also got a hobbies section. I think I'm going to turn this into a workshop section. So very soon, you're going to be able to do workshops on a live stream, a private live stream, on something that you're really interested in and you think we might be interested in. For example, I'm going to do a workshop myself, probably on how to legally obtain a pew pew here in Australia. I might do a little workshop on that for anyone interested. I'm interested in health and wellness. I'm going to do a carnivore diet workshop for anyone who's interested in losing weight, getting healthier, fixing their joint pain problems, whole bunch of different issues which can be ameliorated with a carnivore diet. I might do a workshop on that, and you can post your own workshop. Tell us what you're interested in, and if enough people go, hey, that sounds cool, I want to learn about that, we'll do a private live stream workshop on that on a different day other than the Friday, and lots of other things. Okay, so that is highly worth joining because it's for free. Do know that you will be getting charged for it, eventually a monthly charge. I'm also going to be doing, though, to wet your whistle, I'll be doing giveaways of silver as well. So you're going to get so much more value than what you pay for eventually. And at the moment, it's free as well. So I'll put a link somewhere, to that. And what... maybe if I'll come back here, if right there, if Tony is on the show right now, if she's watching, she can put the link in the chat and I'll try and find it for you. How about that? Let's go. Mark, Florida. Good to see you, my friend. GMS. Good morning, evening here in the States. Mr. Sino. Yes, hope all is well. Good on you guys. Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning from Lakeland in Florida. G'day, Kevin. It's good to see you, my friend. I think, are you a long-time watcher, first-time participator? Kevin Hawthorne, good evening from Lakeland in Florida. There's so many Florida men. Now I've got like 3 or maybe 4 Florida men now that are joining us. You guys just get together and have a good old club, the Florida Men Club. Florida man runs naked through the streets, etc. I'm going to find the Silver Club thing and I'll put a link in for you somewhere. Are you okay with that? Yeah, of course you are. Why would you mind? I'm going to pop it right in there. I'm going to get to gold and silver talk. There you go. I'll pop it in the chat right now. That is, you can join right now at that link right there. You'll see it in the live chat, and I'll put it in somewhere in the descriptions or in the comments on the replay. Cool? Mate, let's talk about gold and silver reacting to the 90% chance now people believe that there's going to be a rate cut in September. We're seeing the gold price make a brand new all-time high now. Silver's heading up further at the moment. Okay, and we'll take a look. We're in a little overheated kind of territory, but let's take a look at the prices. And of course, get your comments in, etc. Let's go. And can you please and thank you. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. No, that's not the one I wanted, Joe. There we go. Head over to x.com/it's Joe Main for me. That would be marvelous. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right. Here is gold on the daily time frame price in USD, $3,630. Brand new all-time high for gold. Congratulations to all. We are looking a bit overheated though, okay? As I said in a video yesterday, we've talked about this symmetrical triangle pattern for a long, long time. What I've been learning from Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. I'm doing their year-long comprehensive course. I've actually been learning about triangle patterns, and apparently they only exist. Like proper symmetrical triangle and other triangle patterns, particularly symmetricals, only exist right before a wave 5 blow off top on a particular time frame. Okay, and we've certainly seen that rocket after it finally broke out. So from this high, 2000, was it 3,500 and about 32, 31, 3,200 there. We've been in that trading range. So just, reiterating what I said yesterday, right? Finally broke out. We did think it would break out to the upside while it was above that 3350. Remember that I talked about? That was in here. There you go, that level right there, because that's the 0.618. That's the top end of the normal resistance zone that you need to get through. Made it a couple of times, but it failed a few times. While we were above here, I say new all-time high coming for gold really, really soon, in a matter of weeks, not months and months down the track, and we did it really quickly. Okay, we broke out. Now it's suggesting, if we take a look at the indicators, we're very overvalued, very overbought on the daily time frame. If you also look at the stochastic RSI as well, that's something that you can use every now and then. It's similar, but it does slightly different things. Stochastic RSI is also in its overvalued territory as well. So on balance of probability, and what goes up must come down. We are going to see a dip from around this kind of area. I'm anywhere from, for me personally, it could rocket up higher, but for me personally, anywhere from about here up to about that 3,750, I think will be the kicker. Could it go higher? Yes, things tend to go higher for longer in, big bull markets, okay? But what we do from there, as we've been talking about, is very likely a protracted, a longer retrace, okay? And it'll probably come down further than you might expect. So, for example, I don't think it will do the following. I don't think it'll just come back to here and then come and retest this 3,500. It probably comes back into, and depends where it tops out at. Let's just say it does it here, for example, right? Probably some kind of move back into this general range here. I don't see it going anywhere lower than the bottom end of that, okay? Definitely no lower than that, in my humble opinion, non-financial advice, but we will have a longer move. And, this is over a couple of months, something like that, possibly longer. But yeah, something like that. We can have a little bit of a blow off top. This is going to start to tick over very soon. It'll start getting back into this kind of general area of about 40 to 50, around about that halfway kind of point. Right there, it just needs to have a nice little reset eventually, and then that's for the next leg up. Okay, so that's where we're sitting with gold at the moment. But there is was it 90% chance of what I typed it in before, didn't I? What did I do? I go 90%. Is that what I did? 90% rate cut, something like that. I think it was mortgage demand 90% rate cuts. Based on latest X searches, discussion volume on Fed rate cuts is high, over 30 engaged persons. Key themes, soft jobs data, boosting cut odds 90+% for a 25% basis point. Gold hitting, records, NASDAQ surges, CPI, index anticipation, etc. So a lot of people, I think particularly on, if you do Polymarket, let me look at that, Polymarket. Polymarket's that place where you can basically bet on anything. It's like a decentralized crypto-based kind of thing. Let's see, just in prediction of 50 basis point rate cut increase to 15%. Okay, well, most people are thinking a 25%. Let's see, 15, Polymarket, whatever. Anyway, there's a lot of talk about it, and then speculation fuels, the price going up as well. So that's where we sit with gold at the moment. Could go higher from here, but expecting a longer protraction, okay, because we're pretty overheated. Let's take a look at what gold stocks have done, shall we? Let's do that. Oh, we're going to be talking, yes, we will be talking about Bitcoin and crypto as well, because the others market has broken out of its range. But we're going to start with gold. Here is gold on this is the GDX, the Gold Miners Index. Similar thing, gold miners will have a bit of a... it's a bit overheated at the moment too. You can see here again, extremely overvalued, overbought. RSI, the stochastic RSI, also looking like it might want to start ticking down. So we've got to take a break because, again, nothing goes up forever. And where we are right here, there we go. So we did say we'd make a new we would come up to the all-time high, and we've certainly done that with the GDX. It's the gold miners index, okay? If you don't want to buy individual gold stocks, buy the GDX, hold it, and you're laughing over the long term. Have we technically made an all-time high? Yeah, something like that. We've come up to the all-time high. Expect to be potentially some kind of resistance here, particularly on, look at that, on the daily, overbought, maybe a little overshoot, because what you can potentially do is have a little overshoot, and then we test it. Is that going to continue the trend, or is it to grab some liquidity up here and then just have a bit of a fake out there? But I don't think we fake out anywhere back down below this level. You'd be very cautious if you got back down below that $46 level. I'd be worried there. But what I'd be expecting if we do turn around here, maybe bounce off the 0.786, and that's at about $55 US, and you're looking really good. Or maybe that's like an A, B, C, but yeah, you're not going to get below that 46. I'd be concerned if you start getting back in that box there, but I'm not expecting it at all. That's the GDX. Gold miners looking fantastic. If we show you gold miners versus gold itself, it's only the beginning for gold miners. So GDX versus gold right here. Look at on the monthly time frame. Again, this is gold miners index versus spot gold. It is only the beginning, right? So yeah, long way to go. You're in your undervalued area. Anything below here, below that 0.024 is in the undervalued area. Here would be in your neutral area, anywhere between 0.024 and 0.045 is, I'd say, neutral, and then anywhere above that is you're getting into the overvalued territory, and that's where you'd start to take some profits around about there. I wouldn't be taking any profits here personally. That's just accumulation. All that giant accumulation. Look at that. Since where are we? Since 2015, okay, massive accumulation. That'll break out eventually. That'll do something like this. It'll probably come up to this area here, find resistance around about here, and eventually I think it will break. That's when you start going, okay, maybe I need to start divesting out of my gold miner stocks and getting back into the gold spot. But you'd also need to be seeing what gold spot is doing at the same time, because when the miners start really outplaying or outperforming gold spot, that can tend to be the canary in the coal mine for gold itself. Okay, so this is on the monthly time frame. Okay, you've got a long time to go. Look at that in that line there. What's that kind of angle? That's more than a 45% degree angle. Okay, that takes it out to 2030. Okay, you've got a long time to go. Okay, and the miners will outperform gold over the longer term. Just watch out for it. Cool. Doesn't mean you swap your gold for gold miners. It's just, have a think about gold miners too, because you can up your gold ounces. Yeah, that is that. Let's take a look at old mate silver. Here is silver on the daily time frame, USD $41.30. Been faffing around a little bit. Show you the hourly. Yeah, it's just been a little bit choppy recently, hasn't it? Let me cancel that. It's been choppy between about $40.40 and that $41.50 area. We made a little play for it. Yeah, it just kind of feels like a bit distributy-ish. Okay, but look, we've broken out. It was an attempt to break out, but it was a failed attempt. So failed move, fast move to the downside. We're hovering around that 41.50 area. If we can break and hold 41.50, then yeah, looking good. And then we'll look for higher prices. Similar thing as I've been saying with gold, because gold is starting to look quite overstretched and we'll have a protracted consolidation period, possibly a couple of months, something like that. Silver will likely do the same, maybe not as large a percentage move down, but it will do the same thing, because in general, where gold goes, silver does follow. It's not like silver will just range while gold has a much bigger dip. Silver will go down with it. Okay, so just be wary around here. As I've been saying to new stackers, if you're getting new into the market now, like for example, if you've just watched this for the first time, if you're just getting into silver and you haven't even purchased yet, if you're trying to buy the big dip to load up at much lower prices, then you wouldn't be buying here. For example, I'm not buying silver miners here. I'm not buying anything new here. I've bought in lower, but if we have a bigger dip, I might consider it, but I'm not buying anything new. I'm not adding to my positions at this stage. However, if you're doing what every good silver stacker or every good silver investor should do, and just averaging your cost in over time, get your paycheck, buy here. If it goes down to here, next paycheck, buy here. Next paycheck, buy here. Next paycheck, buy up here. Just average your cost in over time and you're fine, because we know where silver is going over the longer term. $50 will be broken, $100 silver, no problem. Okay. And what can it do in your own foreign currency as well? Okay. So you've got to take that in mind. There's always that second factor of what the US dollar is doing against your foreign currency, but over the long term, you're looking really good, okay, for silver. But just watch out, okay? We probably will have some kind of move. Similar thing, we have a little bit of a blow off top, pick a point, I don't know when it is, but then some kind of larger thing. Where can it go down to? I think it will go down to lower than where we currently are. Where down to, I don't know, but I think lower prices than here for maybe just for a brief period of time, okay? Again, we can creep up higher and higher. This is what gets everyone in. It gets all the new stackers. Again, like I said on this video yesterday, I was a brand new investor in 2010. I started riding that wave. I got in actually kind of towards the top end, the tail end of the last peak, okay? September of 2010. And it peaked in about April of 2011. So there was a period there where it's like, I'm the smartest guy in the world. Silver is up 40%. And then it got me. Okay, now that was just because it was the excess phase, the blow off top on the larger time frame. But here, this is will be a small kind of pullback. Again, don't know where it will go down to. I think it'll be lower than $41.30 where we are now. Dollar cost average, best way to do it. But if you're like really stubborn, you're like, no, I'm going to load up at lower prices, that's probably coming soonish. I don't know down to where, but it's probably coming soon. Okay. Looking a little bit overheated again on the silver. Can go a bit higher though. Look on the relative strength index versus gold. It's just getting into extremely overvalued. So you can ramp up higher. You can get to $43, $44, $45 possibly. Some are even thinking, hey, maybe we get to $50 first before we see that larger move. That could be true. So I could be wrong on lower than here. So just dollar cost average is the best way to do it. If you go the SIL, silver miners also, where are we on the monthly? We're at a key level. It's not at its all-time high, but it's at the 0.786, and that's at $63 roughly, okay, in US dollar terms. It's going to break its all-time high, looking fantastic. So yeah, it just broke out of a massive accumulation range from, again, like 10 years. I said 15 years for that other one. I meant 10 years. 10-year accumulation range. It's going to be breaking the all-time high eventually. It's looking amazing for silver miners. Just be aware, maybe on the daily, it's looking a little overheated. We're at major resistance at the 0.786. You've got, you had bearish divergence playing out, but we're looking just, a little bit overheated at the moment. 4-hour time frame is showing some bearish divergence, meaning, where are we? Higher high and equal high at the moment. It's going to do that. Son of a bitch. Doesn't like me. Right there, equal high. So showing some momentum loss on the 4-hour time frame and on the 1-hour time frame. If I do that, you can see the similar thing. So higher highs and lower highs on the RSI. So yeah, and it's showing momentum weakness at major resistance. So on balance of probability, I'm going to say the silver miners index will take a bit of a dip in the next 24, 48 hours. By the end of the week, it'll be lower than where it is right now. Cool? Yeah. There you go. That is SIL. Let's take a look at platinum. We're going to get to Bitcoin and crypto. We'll talk TOSHI, etc. In a few moments. Here is platinum on the 4-hour, platinum on the daily. Had that move. Found resistance exactly there. Look at that at the 0.786 of that 1,430. It has remained resistance. I said I don't want it to get back into this area here. It needs to get back out of bare minimum 1,395 in order to say, okay, onwards and upwards from here. Cool. So at the moment, it's just in a trading range, and I cannot say 100% for sure where going to be making new highs soon. Not new highs, new interim highs, I should say. The all-time high for platinum was back in 2008 at like $2,300. That's the interim high at 1,480. Clear there, and then I'll say, okay, onwards and upwards we go. But yeah, just while we're faffing around in here, you just got to be aware that we could see, a bit of a dip. Okay, and that's it for platinum. Platinum over the longer term looking very, very good. If I show you a particular platinum mining stock, you could look at SBSW. SBSW, Sibanye-Stillwater, looking very good. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just looking great. Let's see. Brush tool, and I will keep you. So we're out of the zag zone from this high and this low. We're out of the expected resistance range. I will warn everyone that if you're in SBSW, actually, no, not yet. We're looking pretty good. That's it on the weekly. That's it on the daily. We've reset on the daily. Yeah, the daily RSI is looking good. We reset on the stochastic RSI. You could be pushing higher. For SBSW, Sibanye-Stillwater, the world's largest, I believe it is, platinum group miners stock. Okay, I've been in since like $5. I'm in at like $5.88, I think was my level. Yeah, once we broke out of here, I got in. And then we've been on this nice, beautiful move. So I'm in profit in that. Happy to hold it for the longer term. I will tell you, if it ever starts breaking back down through $7, I will be out, because that's a change of market structure on the daily time frame. Nowhere near it. Not saying it's going to happen. It's looking fantastic right now. Let's hopefully go onwards and upwards with SBSW. Let's get to copper. And then I'll do COPEX. Then we'll look at Bitcoin and crypto after your specific comments. Copper, yeah, that's it. $4.50 something again. Not a lot to say. It's just screwing around since the end of July. Since the start of August, it's just been in this weird range right there, and it needs to get out of it. Get out of $4.65, and then we'll start talking bullish on it over the longer term. Cool. And the COPEX, however, the Copper Miners Index is once again just rocketing. Look at on the monthly time frame, just killing it. Okay, we will probably come up to some kind of resistance soon. You're probably going to maybe stall here at the previous all-time high, but I think once we spend a bit of time maybe again faffing around there, then it will break eventually. Bullish on copper miners, right? We're bullish on anything commodity based at the moment, because we are in a commodities super cycle versus equities, okay? That is only going to continue. Now, your equities, your S&P 500, your NASDAQ could maybe still be going up at the same time. It's just that the commodities are way outperforming it, and that is currently happening, and you're in the start of this commodity super cycle. Okay, let's see. Anything else we need to talk about? No, from that side of things, no, we shall not. However, if you do want to buy precious metals, then you absolutely got to go to Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange joins us on the private live stream on the Silver Investor Club, where he does a special deal. So that special deal on the Silver Investor Club is still ongoing. I put the link there before. You can check that out. But when you just want to buy every other amazing thing that Ricky at Perth Bullion Exchange has on the website, go to perthbullion.com.au and you get free shipping when you have 20 or more items in your shopping cart. First bullion dealer in all of Australia, only launched the business last year. First bullion business to give you free shipping when you have any kind of amount. It's no other bullion business did it. They didn't think it could be done. They just didn't want to do it. Okay, again, I worked for 3 of the big boys. None of them did it. Perth Bullion Exchange did it. Okay, head over there, add things to your shopping cart, mix and match, and then you'll see the free shipping option come up for you. It doesn't automatically come up. You have to see the little option that comes up for you, and then it's free. Okay, so you're saving so much. You're getting more metal in your hands by buying from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Imagine the shipping costs that you save every single time you buy 20 or more items at Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. That makes up the difference very, very quickly. Okay, well, there's no difference because they also have excellent prices as well, and they price match with other major bullion dealers. It's amazing. perthbullion.com.au. Comments? Let's see. GMS says, Mon, good to see you, mate. Good evening from New Mexico. Hello, Space Miner. Hey, Space Miner. I'll send you an email. Sorry. We've got to chat. Brilliant. Okay. I honestly don't mean to take this back over to the Silver Investor Club, etc. It's not to do the plugs on purpose, but I will show you. This is probably what we're going to do then, Space. Oh no, I'll have you on the real show. I'll have you on the live show as well here. I'll send you an email. But what I was also going to say is, you could also go to the Silver Investor Club, of which you should be a member, Space Miner. There's a link somewhere. And then we'll do private workshops on osmium and stuff as well. So I'll set up that little section on the Silver Investor Club, and we can have a good old chat. Quick question. As someone who stacks silver for quantity, what is everyone's thoughts on stacking high premium coins and bars? Is it worth it as an investment? Great question, Sino. The answer is, it depends. Sorry. It does depend. I wouldn't bother about high premium bars. So you're talking about like vintage bars and things like that. Yeah, or even you're thinking like just the higher premium bars. No, probably not, because you'll probably only be selling back to other silver enthusiasts, silver stackers, like collectors of, just like, there was a guy that I used to sell stuff to every time I'd find stuff, and he'd pay like a pretty penny for like these vintage silver bars and things like that. But they're going to be fewer and farther between when the time comes when silver is at a place where every man and his dog is trying to get it. It's just going to be people trying to get hold of as much metal as possible. They're pretty much not going to care where it comes from when the silver thing goes really through the roof. Okay. And coin-wise, though, there will be people who only trust coins because they have the Queen or the King on the back of them. They are government-backed as such. They have a fiat dollar value. They are legal tender coins and all that. So coins I could see higher premium. Bars, no. And as you said, as someone who stacks for quantity, well, if you're stacking for quantity, then you just want to get the cheapest stuff that you can get, Heads up, the cheapest stuff you're going to be able to get in silver this coming week is going to be from Perth Bullion Exchange. Let me guarantee you, okay, if you have some dry powder and you're looking to buy some silver in the next week, do not buy from it. This is financial advice. Do not buy anywhere else other than Perth Bullion Exchange and the Silver Investor Club as well, because there's a special Perth Bullion Exchange Silver Investor Club thing. So watch out for Perth Bullion Exchange's YouTube channel in the next couple of days, maybe, for a very good special that I've heard about, and also an excellent special for the private Silver Investor Club members as well. So that's a big heads up for you guys. Hello to everyone, says Knackers. Let's see, giving your opinions. Fantastic. Good. I stack with the expectation that I'll never sell. One day I'd like to... Scrooge McDuck, yes. I actually put DuckTales on for my kids the other day, and then it starts off with Scrooge diving into the thing. They're like, "What's this DuckTales? What's this?" They're like, "It's weird." Let's see. Jason, I'm late. You are late, my friend. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Let's see. I have some unallocated with Perth Bullion Exchange. Good on them. You wait. Good stuff, man. The great thing about here's the great thing about unallocated programs, specifically with Perth Bullion Exchange. If you can get access or you can get exposure to the metal price, or you can buy an ounce of silver, but you're not buying it in physical form. You know it's backed by physical, but you're just buying at the spot price. Okay, and then when they release something like a very good special, for example, then you can redeem your unallocated ounces for whatever that special is, okay? And let me put it this way, Jason. You probably won't be paying any premium on top. Or maybe a very small amount to redeem your unallocated this week from Perth Bullion Exchange, okay? I'm going to put this light on because it's really peeing me off. The lighting is really annoying me. There we go. It's a little bit thingo. Cool. All right. Let's talk Bitcoin and crypto. It's Bitcoin and crypto time. Brought to you by Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. Get a 33% discount of Stormrake's full service crypto brokerage fees when you sign up with my thing. I'll show it to you eventually. Let's take a look at crypto, shall we? Because we've had some really interesting occurrences. Okay, we could be, okay, let's have a look at, we'll start with Bitcoin as I burp. Yes, you know this is a live show because I'm burping all over the place. Here is Bitcoin. Some say the digital gold. Here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, price in USD, 112,000. Yeah, 112,000. Got to clear, looking good. Just got to clear and hold that 112,000. All my other stuff in there. Let me get rid of all of you for you. Yeah, it's got to clear there. And really, for me, it has to clear right there at 113,600 specifically. Why is it that specific? Well, actually, yeah, no, it's not going to be that. No, it'll be a different level. And no, it's actually, no, it's right here. Number one, it's right here at that $112,000 area. Okay, so bare minimum, and we're just faffing around it right here. What can you see? Spike. However, okay, I'll go away. Spike, but no bueno so far. And we're, look, the day's just open. So new day, 10 minutes into the brand new trading day, and we had that move. Again, Bitcoin and crypto loves to do this, and all prices love to do it to you, right? They can get you excited. Oh, we're going to close. Oh, no, we closed below for the day. Oh, we're going to close. We closed at. So we've closed at the resistance that we need to hold over. It's got to hold over it. That's all you need to know. 100 and whatever this is, 112,000 even, must hold and bounce off there and start getting through. Okay. I would like to see 113,700, 600. Broken, but then let's do some positing. So yeah, 112 is your bare min, bro. But let's assume for the moment, and we're not saying it is 100% the case. No, you, and you. Cool. Let's assume for the moment that this is the low, that 107,000, because you don't want to break that. No, that is bad news, bears. So let's assume that is the case. So then we take it from this high and this low. Now we have the new, see how that lined up? Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. It lined up previously, and look at that. Look at that right there. The 0.236 at 113,600, funnily enough. So from this high and this low, you now have the new zag zone, the new expected resistance range that you must break and hold through. And that is from that high and that low, the top end of it, until we're through about 117,700. Don't know yet. Don't know. 112,000 would be lovely. Okay, that's like, yeah, bare min. Got to get through there. Cool, get through there, because that was previous resistance. Previous resistance became support. Then we broke back down. It's becoming resistance again. Okay, it has to become support again. Then we've got to get through this next little battle. Okay, so you've got a bunch of trapped money here. This is where bunch of buyers down here started buying, thinking we're going to the moon, we're going to the moon, we're going to the moon. We didn't. And then they thought, oh yeah, we're going to the moon. Ah, crap. Okay, so some of these people in here you're going to battle with. Okay, you're going to the battle with the people who got into Bitcoin for the first time here. They got elated here, then they got depressed here. Now here they're going to go, screw this, I'm out, man. I'm out. Okay, so you're going to have a bunch of sellers around here. If you can get through this here, get through that battle, then you are looking absolutely brilliant. Okay, for Bitcoin. Then we'll talk about, yeah, all-time highs coming, new all-time highs for Bitcoin. We're not there yet. Got to clear that 112 first, please and thank you. That's where we're sitting with Bitcoin. Okay, let me get rid of all of you. Let's go to general crypto. I might just quickly check the Bitcoin dominance. So I'll check Bitcoin dominance. So as this is going down, you want it to go down if you want your altcoins, whatever you're in, to, have a good run. So the lower this goes, the better for you. We've been hovering around this 50. 57.70%, 57.7% mark. There is still a chance that we're looking at some bullish divergence, which is not good. You don't want that, where you're seeing a lower low but then a higher low on the relative strength index. Okay, you don't want that, and then that finds like a higher low and then breaks up through there. That's really bad for crypto general altcoins if you break up through whatever that is at 58.9%. Okay. Normally, with any other fiat dollar price thing, you want to see number go up. You want to see that tank. So what you really want to see is that broken, then become resistance, and then start falling out, and fantastic. And the big kicker you really want is 57% to be broken. That's a previous major support level. I tell you now, I tell you right now, when let me get rid of you and you. Oh, I want you and you. When, see that? Support, resistance, bit of support there, fake out, support, broke up. Not good for general crypto, okay? If you start doing the following, you break and hold below, close any week, close a week, or close it, I wouldn't even say a day, but I'd say preferably weeks. Close a week below 57.2%, and you're going to see a pretty quick move, much lower, and altcoins are going to go like that to the moon, Alice. Okay, so that's what you want to see. So hopefully looking good, but yeah, you don't want to start creeping back up through that 59% area. So pretty crucial area we're at the moment. Follow me, subscribe to me, and I'll keep you updated. Let's look at the others market, others minus the top 10. Here's some good news. Here's the others market on the weekly time frame. I'll show you on the daily time frame. Priced in a market cap, we are at 312 billion. That's great news to see that we finally got through. As I mentioned on the X thing, on the X account post, we got through. I'll show you on the 4 hour. We're through the zag zone. Great. From this high and this low, we're through 307 billion. We'd been talking about that before. We broke through. And then where did we test as support? Bang on the 4 hour time frame. Broke out, retested it exactly, and now we're moving higher. It looks good. Let's come down to the 1 hour, see if there's any bearish divergence playing out. Little bit of bearish divergence potentially playing out here. Where you have some higher highs and then some lower highs in the relative strength index. Higher high, equal high. Now we've printed a higher high, lower high. So this could be a little bit of we could have a bit more of a move back down. So just watch out for a fake out here. Okay, then we head back into this area, and you don't want 305 broken. Okay, so do not go below that line. So again, crypto will do this to you every single time. It will get you on the wrong side of the market. It'll fake you out, and then it'll fake you out. Okay, so just watch out for something like that. Be very careful, and then you don't want 305 billion broken. That gets back into that range. Ooh, not good. Okay, pretty bad. But so far so good. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but just watch out for it for the fake out. You would want to see, and yeah, it's that 315 billion, as we've been saying. So to be really ultimately confident, 315 billion is your kicker, okay? So you'll probably expect some resistance here at 315. Just again, watch out for that kind of thing. Bounce there, that's fine, but we've got to get through 315 billion, and then we're looking very good for general crypto, okay? Positive, just not out of the woods just yet. We're looking a little overvalued on the 1 hour time frame here. On the 4 hour, yeah, you got room to move on the 4 hour, and on the daily, we actually got a lot of room to move on the daily. So on balance of probability, probably looking 50%, more than a 50% chance that we're going higher from here. Just be cautious, okay? For example, what kind of altcoins might you be in? Might you be in CRO? Might you be in XRP? Might you be in... Here is TOSHI on the daily time frame, price in USD, the meme coin of base chain. I copped a lot of flack from a few people when I said that I was out of TOSHI. Yeah, man, I'm out of TOSHI until I'm not. I will be out of TOSHI until I'm not. We're having a nice little relief rally here. Now, this could be the bottom, but I did say once we broke market structure here, I did take a loss on it. Okay, I took a loss, but I took a loss in order because I didn't know whether we were going to bottom here. There was nothing saying that crypto was moving onwards and upwards, okay? Once we broke market structure, meaning we started making lower highs, and then we made a lower low. Once we were below here, I got out of TOSHI, and now I'm waiting to see what happens. This looks like a nice bottom. We all love a nice bottom. Who loves a nice bottom? Jason Ashworth loves a nice bottom on the on crypto, even though he's not big into crypto. He hates meme coins. He would never buy TOSHI, would you, Jason Ashworth, who's watching right now live? But I'm watching to see it get, this is very detailed here, sorry for all the lines and stuff. I need to see it get bare minimum back above the 00062, and really I need to see it get above that 00065. Then we'll talk. If it can do something like this, that get above this downtrend line, see that? You do that, I'm back in. It's as simple as that. I exit on a bearish change of market structure. I get back in on a bullish change of market structure. If we start making a higher high, come back down, start making a higher low, then if we break that higher high, and then you have a successive higher high. That's not a higher high, but then you have a higher low, then you break there, forming the first higher high. That turns into a bullish change of market structure, which then means I'm back in again. You follow the data. That's it. It's pretty simple. You don't follow your emotions. A lot of you in TOSHI land, and I love the TOSHI community, are going, "You're an idiot for getting out." Yeah, I might be, but I'm not placing bets that it's definitely going to, bottom here when general crypto wasn't telling me it was. I will be back in when the data tells me, and that's a very bullish move. Like that, you do something like that, it will form a lower high, that it will come back. I'm telling you what will happen, okay? You won't see the following. That's not going to happen. Something like this will happen. If it's going to go up there, it'll come back down. Then once it does that, I am in like Flynn back into TOSHI, my favorite meme coin of all time. Why? Well, it's Coinbase's meme coin. It's the meme coin of Coinbase. It's named after, TOSHI is named after Brian Armstrong's cat. Brian Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase. Coinbase listed it on Coinbase, the normie crypto buying place. Okay, so if every man and his dong is getting into crypto, they're going to Coinbase. All the ads all over TV. Satoshi, Toshi, it's just a perfect meme coin for a meme coin season. Okay, so really check out TOSHI. I will be back in with that jumbly mess that I just created. Cool, let me know in the comments what you think. That is TOSHI. I will take a look at Crow because I did mention it. So here is Crow on the weekly time frame, USD 25 cents. Geez, it's been one of the outperformers in general crypto land. I will say that there's probably going to be other things other than Crow that outperform better than Crow now, because Crow had a massive move when other things were kind of just, not doing as well. So now this could have done its move. So there might be better things out there than Crow now. Now, if you're a Crow fanboy because you love the tech, you love the reasons, you love the utility of it, etc., it's been picked up by Trump media world as well, so it's aligned with the Trump admin in some kind of way as well. Yeah, I can see why you would want to hold it. But if you look on the daily time frame, it's been pretty overstretched, although we are coming towards some sort of bottoming area. It might be starting to tick back up on the stochastic RSI. Okay, so look, it'll go up with everything else, but just bear in mind it may not go up as quickly as other things because it maybe just had its time. So there's other things you could probably look at, but I'll keep watching it, and if it shows massive strength against other crypto, then I'll get into it. So it will be one of the ones that I am looking at. So that is Crow. Let's take a look at XRP, the crossover crypto. Get your comments in right now if any particular chart requests you have, whether it's a stock, whether it's a crypto, whether it's something in precious metals land you want me to look at, let me know. I'll quickly do XRP. Here's XRP on the weekly time frame, priced in USD. Let me get rid of a few things here. That is really detailed. We are looking at, right, we're nearly back. We're at $2.96. Okay. We are hovering at the previous all-time high, so that's good. I'll pop this one back in. Yeah, I'll pop that one back in. Yeah, no, I'll pop this one in. Let's go into the daily. to see where we are. Are we over some key levels that we need to be over? Nearly. Okay, so from that low and that high, we bounced here at the 0.5 Fibonacci. It looks like we may have had some divergence playing. Yeah, and we found resistance exactly at that $3 area. Okay, so let me do this for you. Now, why do I call this a crossover crypto, by the way? Because people who get into precious metals and who are also into crypto believe that XRP, because it's an ISO compliant token, XRP, XLM, Algo, a few others as well, will be some of the major crypto that will be favored by governments down the track because they are ISO compliant. Okay, just do your own research on that. But the crossover crypto is definitely XRP, XLM, etc. So that's why I like to show you. Now, if the low is in, if it is in, we'll take it from this high and this low, and now we have the expected resistance range, the zag zone we must get through, and that is right there. So we've got to get through $3.25, then I'll say very good. So from here and here, and that kind of lines up pretty well. And actually, you know what? Probably lines up better with that 0.382. Okay, so, and if we're looking for trapped money, like we spoke about before, buyers here. Yeah, it's kind of buyers there and buyers here. So really the trapped money isn't after about there-ish. So what I'd actually say, if you can clear and hold through $3.15, then you're looking really good. That'd be probably a cakewalk. You'd probably break 325 pretty easily. So I'd say the kicker is about $3.15 US cents for XRP. If you can do something like that, break out of the downtrend line, come back to retest, which you will have. So we want to see this form a higher low, okay, and then you do that just like we did with TOSHI, then you are looking really good for a new all-time high in XRP as well, and that would coincide with general crypto going up too. Those are the three I wanted to touch upon. If you have any chart requests, let me know. If you have any questions about crypto or anything else, let me know. So while I wait for those, I am going to suggest very highly, that you decide to purchase your crypto through Stormrake, stormrake.com. Why would you do that? Well, number one, if you're a crypto newbie, okay, and particularly if you're a crypto newbie or if you know people who are just waiting on the sidelines or they're going to start pestering you about getting into crypto. I've been in crypto since 2013. I've had many people over the years say, oh, I want to get into crypto now, this, that, and the other. I'm sending them these days to Stormrake, stormrake.com. Why? Because they're a full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. You just give them a call, send them an email, jump on the live chat. As long as you have a brokerage account with them, you just say, I want X amount of X coin, and they go, cool, leave it with me, I'll do it. And they buy it at the best price, and there's no hidden fees. Now, they do charge a fee. If you hit the create account button right there at stormrake.com, you can sign up for a free account, and they'll start charging you 3% for their full-service cryptocurrency brokerage fees. However, when you sign up with my link, use the link below, copy and paste that. I'll put a link below somewhere, or you can just eyeball that and put it in the address bar of your favorite browser. Go to that, and that'll be the sign-up page. But you'll see at the top, you'll see in the address bar, you'll see Good Morning Stackers. That's how you know you're getting it through my referral link. That gets you 2% brokerage fees for the life of the account. That's a 33% discount for life, okay? By the way, you're also grandfathered in. So if when the time comes they raise their prices, you're still getting it for 2%. They're not going to jack up your price too. Get it? You're grandfathered in. So that's great for crypto newbies or anyone you want to send, who are crypto newbies. However, what about you as a crypto native? Well, you really want access to deep liquidity. Do you want to buy through your self-managed super fund and you've got like $500,000 in your self-managed super? Lucky you if that's the case. Or did you sell a property recently and you're looking to put a good portion of that into crypto? You need access to deep liquidity. Where are you going to go? Are you going to go to, Binance and just like hit the buy button once a week for thing, just because what the problem is, if you don't have access to deep liquidity, your average price is getting ramped up, okay? Or it takes a long time to get your position in. However, you can just do it in one go with Stormrake, and they'll just charge you a 2% fee when you sign up, okay? It's well worth it, right? Stormrake.com, and particularly when you're a crypto gajillionaire later on down the track, when crypto continues onwards and upwards, which many people, including myself, believe will be the case, you need access to deep liquidity when getting out. Have you thought about your exit strategy as a crypto native? Where are you going to get out? How are you going to do it quickly, easily, safely, without really tanking your average sell price? You really want to do it at stormrake.com. So sign up with an account, get it all going, send this to your friends and family as well, and use my link because you'll get 2% brokerage fees for life. It's amazing. Stormrake.com. Where are we? Final comments. We'll do we'll quickly do a chart request if we have time. I would still like some more explanation if you can on meme coins, Joe. If a meme coin is tracking sideways, what makes it go up other than a pump, which would be illegal in stocks? So meme coins act like every other stock, every other crypto, whether it has utility or whether it doesn't have utility. It's all psychological. People are buying some utility coin because they believe it will go up because of the utility of it. Some people will buy a stock because they believe it's all psychology. So it's exactly the same thing. So if a meme coin is tracking sideways, what makes it go up other than a pump? Everything's a pump, Jason. It's all a pump. It's all psychological. And you can say it's because, this X company had this amount of earnings. Now, there are dividend stocks and things like that. I get that. But really, you should never be buying a stock because it just pays dividends. You want to be buying a stock because you think number will go up and it just happens to be paying dividends over time. So it's all psychology. The whole world is psychology. I know I'm going a little bit ethereal on it, but the whole market is psychology, and that's the reason why it will go up. For the exact same reason, every other stock, crypto, asset will go up. It's the same reason why gold will go up, because it's psychology. It's the same reason why silver will go up, because it's psychology. Yes, you have the added benefits of silver being, an industrial metal, only so many ounces in the ground and all that sort of stuff. But it's still psychology that does it, okay? And different reasons. That's it. Sorry, I can't have a better answer for you, but I think that's the best answer. GMS, could we please take a look at TRON? You've asked, you shall receive, unless anyone asked beforehand. Burping. Yeah, I was burping. Whoops. Excuse me. It's good to see crypto market lift a bit. Yes, I do agree. You haven't looked at TRON in years. All right, let's take a look at TRON. You want TRON? Space Miner wants TRON. Space Miner gets TRON. Cool. Let's take a look. Let's see. TRON. What the hell's TRON doing? TRON crypto. Trade Nation, Binance. Let's take a look at the Binance price. Cool. All right, sure. Whoa. I haven't looked at it for a while either. Holy shit. Here is TRON on the monthly time frame priced in USD. We are looking at 33 cents. Shit. I haven't looked at TRON for a long time. And hang on, let me just go back. That's TRON. Okay, let me just look at something random to compare it against. Give me a second. I'll do, that's probably not a one that's been around for a while. Let's do one that's been around for a while. Let's do Link. Okay, there's Link. Okay, and here is, wow, TRON's on a, why have people not been telling me about TRON? It's been on a really good tear. Look at that, that's amazing. Okay, monthly time frame. It's been an amazing tear. I will say though, geez, it's looking a bit overvalued. If I go back to something like Link again, I'll type that in. Let's have I just need to do some kind of comparison here. All right, so that's Link. Link is, not even an extremely overvalued yet. Stochastic RSI is ticked up. You can see this kind of pretty consolidating kind of move here. But if you look at TRON, it's just been, it's at the top end of its stochastic RSI. It's at the top end. It's looking very overbought on the monthly time frame. Why has that been pumping? Now this is Justin's son, isn't it? Justin Sun. Has Tron been, I don't know the answer, but has Tron been kind of artificially manipulated? Maybe, potentially, but it's been bucking the trend recently. Okay. I would say, though, it is looking pretty overvalued. That's the weekly. Yeah, that's the monthly. Look at that on the monthly. It cannot spend forever there. I'm going to say on balance of probability that Tron probably won't outdo other things coming. Okay, so it's had its... Man, that's just been on a massive tear. Look at that. I am so surprised. Why is this? Why haven't I been keeping my head around Tron? But look at this, since like the breakout here in... Holy shit. Since March of 2023, we have seen it's basically been up only. That's really strange. That has been, like a 500% move. Right, for Tron. It's looking a bit overvalued, but hey, look, if it's a manipulated thing, I don't know, but yeah, it could continue up. But yeah, I would suggest though, I'm going to suggest there's going to be a lot of other crypto that will probably fare better. So this might still go up, but probably others might go up quicker. So there'll probably be a lot of outperformingness. Let me actually, you know what I can do? Let me do something like, that's what I'll do. I'm going to do others versus TRX. So I'm going to go others / TRX market cap. We'll do that one. All right, hit enter. Now what you're looking... Okay, interesting. Now what you're looking at here is the general crypto market as a ratio to Tron itself. Okay, so this is a great way to know whether the crypto you're choosing to get into is worth being in. Okay, now actually what you would want to do is the other way, but as you can see here, as this is going up, all other altcoins will be outperforming Tron. Okay, as this is going down, Tron is just killing it. Okay, and Tron's been killing it since, well, really since about April of 2024. It's been on a massive run. What can I notice here? We are starting to tick back up. You're ticking back up on the stochastic RSI. You've got bullish divergence on the monthly time frame. So you've got look at there, right? Lower low, high, equal or higher low. So I'm going to tell you right now, in my humble opinion, Tron is not the one to be in. Okay, you are going to see at least a bare minimum spring back. So you're going to see other general altcoins outperform Tron over the next few months if crypto continues. Okay, yeah, maybe if you get to like up into this zone here, you can maybe have a look at a rejection. So that would mean if it starts rejecting anywhere in here on weakness, then you could say, oh, it looks like Tron may be continuing its move. Okay, but right now, Tron is not the place to be. Okay, yeah, so that's really interesting. Good to look at that ratio. Thanks, Joe. You're welcome. I will keep updated. I'll keep you updated on that one. So hit the follow button and hit the subscribe button to see what Tron's doing. But that's a very easy way to do it. Or what you do it the other way. Pick a crypto right now. Let's pick Link, LINK / then pick your others like that, and then enter. Okay, so this is Link versus others. So you're deciding, okay, should I be in Link or should I be in just something else? Okay, so then you go, okay, here's Link, blah, blah, blah. So that's the way you do it. So Link's looking like it might continue to outperform, but it's got to crack over this kind of ratio at 0.06. You crack through that 0.06 level, and then, yeah, it'll continue to outperform general altcoins. So then you would know, Link is a relatively strong one to be in. Okay, that's how you pick the best of the cryptos. You look at their strength against the others market, the strength against Bitcoin, the strength against Ethereum, etc. Whole bunch of ratio technical analysis. Cool. That's that. Final comments, then we shall get out of here. My amazing people. Daniel says, despite the great... Yes, there you go. Thank you, Daniel. Despite the great price performance recently, Tron remains very centralized due to high insider allocation, Justin Sun, and all those. Daniel, by the way, who's joining us here, is one of the traders at Stormrake, stormrake.com. the best cryptocurrency brokerage, full service cryptocurrency brokerage in all of the world. 2% brokerage fees when you sign up with my link right there. Good on you. Yeah, that's what I figured that was some kind of reason. But Stormrake has like all of the top 50 altcoins that you can buy from there. So if Tron is not your thing, head over to Stormrake. Give Daniel a call. Give Daniel one of the brokers. Daniel's a trader there, but I reckon Daniel will probably answer the phone. If you call for Daniel specifically, I'm sure they'll put him on the phone for you. And he'll give you his opinion on what, his favorite altcoins at the moment, etc. Having a full service cryptocurrency brokerage, it's like having a stockbroker. You don't just call and say, I want to buy. You call them, you ask their opinion. What's good lately? What's the hype? What's the thing? What are the new coins you've been adding? Have you delisted anything? What's the rotation? Like you speak to the experts and speak to Daniel there at Stormrake, or one of the amazing brokers at Stormrake. Stormrake.com. Space Miner said, I didn't have a clue we could input that type of ratio. Thanks, Joe. You're welcome, Joe. No problem, man. Yeah, I think that is it. Can you do me one last favor? I will mention it once more. Can you please head over to the Silver Investor Club? If I hit the... Yeah, beautiful. We've got lots. Yeah, so just doing really well. We've got more notifications. Free to join currently. You will be getting, and you do get, exclusive silver bullion deals. Okay, I'm going to start to do giveaways as well. It's free to join. I will start charging you eventually, but I'm going to prove the value first, and then I'll introduce a small amount per month. It's going to be way worth it, but check it out first. Okay, join. You'll get a feel for it. You'll get, I'll wet your whistle. All right, you'll get addicted to it. And then you'll want to stay, trust me. Okay, so look at all this stuff. Just people are just posting left, right, and center. And again, hangout number 2. The second hangout is happening on Friday morning. It's a private live stream with an amazing silver special. And again, this week, if you thought last week's was good, was getting the silver, the Star Wars Beskar bar for a really good discount off its normal very high premium. This week's coming. You want to check it out. And there's also an amazing special coming from, a general special coming from Perth Bullion Exchange as well. perthbullion.com.au. That's the Silver Investor Club. I'll put a link somewhere. Let's get out of here, people. We dance it out. Grab your tasty beverages and we dance it out, people. That's what we do here. You get another live show on Thursday, okay? And then everything else in between. Hit the big red subscribe button to join us on YouTube, or hit the follow button on X as well. Grab your tasty beverages. We'll dance it out and we'll synchronize slurp it out, because this has been...
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move.
Thanks, people. Join my club and join me for all the awesomeness every single week. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I will see you soon. Bye.